Pisces, how are you doing? Let's get into your shadow work reading for this season. You have a lot going on. Okay, we get a King of Swords. We get a Knight of Swords. So quick messages. Oh, I'm going to put this up here. There we go. Perfect. We get an Ace of Cups and we get a one more. So far, so good. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, and we get an Emperor card. All right. This seems pretty on point for where Pisces has been for a while. So, okay. All right. So, with your main card being the King of Swords, that this may be the individual or the part of your psyche that has been pushed down into your unconscious, into your shadows. King of Swords energy. King of Swords energy is very, very mindful. It is an invitation to start practicing mindfulness meditations. It's the emptying of the space in order to allow for spiritual wisdom and insights to come in. That is kind of like really the large scale message of the King of Swords on a more local or more micro level. King of Swords could be saying that you need to literally embody more King of Swords energy, being a little bit more direct, making sure that you are thinking about like the long-term logical next steps, making a plan that you're really thinking far ahead into the future. If we're looking at kind of Pluto just moved into Aquarius, there's a lot of Aquarius energy going on. It's kind of that like, yes, what's best for me, but what also can I do that's best for my community? So are there ways for you to advance or to refine, to cultivate your space for your community to bring about more peace, more to make processes more logical and more efficient, to perhaps find a task or a system that would help so that you don't have to do so much thinking about things that take us up so much energy, but more automate. So more automation processes and things like that. So that's King of Swords energy on a more micro personal level. All right, so let's take a look at what we get. Well, for your clarifiers already, we get the Knight of Swords. So there's definitely a lot of conversations that are happening. We've got some Taurus energy going on here, but we've also got some maybe intermediating energy, hierarchical energy. This could be a teacher. This could be an instructor. This could be some type of guide or something like that that's going on. If you're into spirituality, this could be like a very traditional sense or structure of spirituality with someone who is the leader that kind of relays or initiates others into practices. But there's been a lot of work that's been going on here. So if you've been working on a project that has to do with something where you are teaching others, or you are guiding others, you are leading others, or you have someone who's trying to step into that role, it's been a lot of work, but it's something that's bringing a lot of happiness, a lot of joy to the situation. You do need to make sure that you are in your King of Swords energy though, and not being overrun by the Hierophant. Ace of Cups. Okay, so now that this has kind of come to an ending, it seems like you've kind of got all the pieces in place here. You've had the conversations. And now that this has kind of come to an ending, there's a new offering coming in, whether this is a new relationship, a new partnership, or a new creative project, but it is a new beginning. We have two new beginning, starting off energies with an Ace and the Judgment card, which is a rebirth, a re-beginning, circumstances that are going to bring you closer to having a happier home life and more celebration, more joy, and feeling much more empowered. So this is beautiful. Really kind of moving into this, again, this long-term sense of things, this long-term investment, this long-term way of looking at the world around you, and even allowing more of that space in order to be able to get more in touch with what it is that you are desiring and how to find this sense of happiness and joy within the home. Okay, so our last cards are, as the clarifier for this King of Swords, is that we have the Emperor, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Tower card, and then we have the Sun card. So part of this is, and I could definitely, I don't know, I could just kind of sense that there was a little bit going on with this Emperor energy. We love Emperor energy, but Emperor energy can be a bit stubborn. It is Aries energy. It can be a bit stubborn. It can be a little bit set in its ways. Countering that or holding that in the same kind of space with, and notice that we have all like very masculine, traditionally masculine, seen ways of being here. They're very action oriented. King of Swords has got his sword up and ready to go. The Hierophant is sitting on the throne, ready to decree to the two disciples below it what information it's received from, God or the universe or whoever. How you see that the Emperor is literally also sitting on the throne, and all of these individuals are seated. They're sitting on thrones and they are decreeing. They are telling others what it is that they need to be doing, like really setting down the framework for how things need to be happening, for on a religious stance, on an economic, cultural, societal stance, on a empire, personal, home stance. Like all of these things are going on here, and this energy is kind of pervasive throughout your shadow work for the message that is showing up in this space. And so as we're looking here, the clarifiers for the Emperor is the Ace of Pentacles. So again, I think it is kind of your shadow is wanting you to make sure that you are not, from the message I'm kind of getting from this, is to make sure that you don't kind of like give away your power, give away your, and not your power, it's don't give away your ideas per se. Don't give away your sense of peace. Don't give away so much where like you get overwhelmed by the things that are going on and the next steps that you want to make, that you stay involved in the process. Yes, delegating, that's the word I was looking for. I couldn't think of a while ago. Yes, you need to delegate and you need to figure out how it is to work with the people that are in these systems with you, but you cannot do so much where like you step back from completely being involved in the process, especially if you're looking at this like new beginning over here and you're very excited about this. And this is like the Magician is the only one who's kind of standing on their own, who's not necessarily speaking above others or directing others. The Magician is just there for themselves. They have all the resources that they need. There's nothing external that's going on around them that they need to be bringing in other than their use of and their mastery of the elements of what they have experienced. And in this circumstance, as the Emperor comes in and there's new money, new financial opportunities, there's a revelation that comes in about needing to be able to be seen and given the appreciation that you deserve. The Emperor is Aries, the Sun is Leo. There's a lot of fiery energy, whether you have individuals around you who are fire signs or whether you are really needing to kind of maybe embrace more of this fiery energy that is a bit more upfront, that is a bit more like, yes, look at the things that I have done. I love the Sun because the Sun is like a very young, youthful energy. It's literally a youth riding on a horse, enjoying themselves and just like having a good time. We're basking in the energy of the Sun and in this new life and in being able to be taken care of and provided for by energies and systems in place, such as the Emperor has created, such as the Hierophant has created, and kind of marrying this, the mundane with the spiritual and the sacred together, and the importance of allowing yourself to have mental space in order to be able to do that. Like, so perhaps this is really pointing towards that like higher level of the King of Swords, which is about meditation and mindfulness, about emptying your mind in order to receive the messages and guidance about what direction you need to be going in and how it is best to organize your time and your space and your energy. And it seems like as you get this revelation about the systems that need to be in place, the delegation that needs to be happening, perhaps even assigning someone to be the Emperor so that there is time and space for you to be the Sun and to get this recognition, really just taking those things to heart. Ace of Cups, taking those things to heart. Let's see what your last card is. Death, change. That is your lesson that the cards that your shadow wants to teach you about. It's kind of what your shadow wants you to get from this is that change is coming. Whether it is trying to just tell you that change is inevitable or that change is just around the corner, it is trying to let you know that change is here, that endings happen, and that with endings, new beginnings can arise from that. Literally, the Judgment card, the Ace of Cups, we have a Page of Wands, which is that youthful beginning, the embodiment of fire energy, of Wands energy, of a new, like, exciting opportunity coming up for you, and you grabbing that with both hands and like riding off into the sunset in it with this Page of Knight of Pentacles and the world being at your feet. That you must let whatever it is that has kind of taken up a bit of your space and really put you into this Knight of Swords energy, this very like, I have to communicate, I have to send a lot of messages, I need to be very quick and on my feet, I need to be organized, I need to be together, my mind needs to be sharp, right? Whatever has put you into that space has kind of finally gotten to this point where you can slow down on it a little bit. This ten of Wands, if you've been creating something from scratch, you've kind of finally gotten to a space where the systems are there, the processes are there, the plan, the team is there, and you can kind of let this roll a little bit more on its own and get back into maybe some new creative ventures that have been coming up for you that you wanted to do, that you're allowing yourself to be able to fill your cup and have your cup overflowing, this new beginning where you find this peace within the home, you find this joy and this confidence within yourself, but you also understand that like there's kind of like more to come. And that through all of this, that like when you set up these programs and you set up this world for yourself, like it's kind of like, think of it as like world building. You build your life, you build your world for yourself and others that are in it. You know, you still have to have this space mentally for taking care of yourself, for not being overwhelmed, for being able to receive the insights about where things can grow and how you can make sure that you are getting the light that you need, the sun to grow, the sun to be able to feel full and fulfilled and joyful and enjoying yourself. And that's this energy of this Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in the world. Like, you deserve the world, but if you don't feel like you're getting the world, you feel like you're 10 of Wands over here. You feel like you're 9 of Cups, which is a wonderful cup, but it's a superficial happiness. It's not the complete happiness of the 10 of Cups. It's the genie in the bottle. It's you're almost there. You're making the wishes and the things like that, but you're not fully getting to experience it and embrace it in the freedom that comes from a 10 of Cups. You're almost there. It's all in almost there. It's okay, I put so much hard work into this, and now I'm trudging up final bits of the past to the castle and the kingdom that I have built. How do you actually let yourself enjoy that? How do you actually give yourself the space to have fun and expand and be able to do more and to see the world around you? How do you end? How do you allow these endings to come in where you feel like you have to be the one that's in charge and charging for it as a Knight of Swords, and get to be the king, get to be the emperor, get to be the magician, get to live, get to be the world, dancing and free, with no hang-ups, no needing to direct, no needing to be fully in charge or anything like that. But like, you've set up things so well that there's space to do the things that need to get done and the space to live and be free, to be the sun. Got to embrace some of that Knight of Swords. I think you need to meditate. I think you need to spend some time in meditation. And maybe not even, mindfulness can be done in many different ways. Mindfulness can be done through activity. So walking, reading, it's difficult a little bit with reading, but walking, eating, sewing, any activity that kind of takes the use of maybe your hands, so very tactile or movement based. If sitting and working on breath work and things is not the easiest or most accessible option to you, try out some different meditation techniques, because there's wisdom and insight that's coming in for you that you can't hear because there's too much noise going on around you. And we want to get to this space. We want to get to this space where you can let this go and embrace the world. Okay? All right. That's going to be it for my Pisces. If you would like a personal reading, you can check out the link in the description. And if you want to work on some shadow work specifically to find out what's going on in your unconscious, you can book some time with me below as well. I'll see y'all later. I love you. Bye.